Welcome to Investor Focus. Today we are going to see Glenmark intrinsic value in this video. The intrinsic value calculation, we have two methods. One method is Benjamin Graham rule method, and the another method is the Investor Focus modified method suitable for Indian share market. For that we need the following information. One is the EPS. EPS we have taken for the last 5 years, out of which we have taken the minimum of 26.46 rupees for our calculation. The Y is the yield as per Benjamin Graham. We have to use 4, but based on Indian yield for the bonds, we have taken 7 for AAA, 10 for AA, A for 12 for A. In this case, Glenmark rating is AA minus, hence we have taken 10. Next, the sales growth you can see for the last 5 years. In this, the minimum sales growth we have taken in our calculation, which is 0%. Next is the profit growth. The profit growth in 1 year from 2017 to 2018, we can see negative 27%. Hence, we have considered that negative 27% in our calculation. We are going our calculation with the conservative side. Hence, we are taking all minimum or the negative value in our calculation. Next is EPS growth. The EPS growth I have taken for the last 5 years. From that you can see in 1 year the EPS growth is minus 27 year of year. Hence, I have considered that minimum value in our calculation. The remaining two growth, what you need to see is the asset growth as well as the reserves. The asset growth for the compared to the last 5 years, there is no negative growth. However, there is a minimum growth from 2018 to 2019, which is 6% I have taken in our calculation. Reserves, when we compare, there is no negative growth here. However, for this 2020, the reserves reduced down to 8%, so I have considered in our calculation. PE ratio, you can see the PE ratio for the last 5 years. In that 2016, the PE ratio was very high. That time you might have seen that market price was around 1200 plus or 1100, but when it was 2017, it reduced down to 900 plus or 700 somehow. So likewise it went down to 434 in 2020. During COVID, the PE ratio was 5. The 5 PE ratio is very attractive. However, in my view, the 15.78 is very high, because the Benjamin Graham rule follows wherever the PE ratio less than 9 will be attractive for investment. When it goes beyond that value, we have to see whether it is overvalued or not. We don't need to blindly follow that 9 as a margin, the deadline for our calculations. Sector to sector it vary. You can see the other company involved in the sector, and then you can find what is the PE ratio for those companies, and then you can compare whether the Glenmark PE ratio is overvalued or not. With respect to the particular stock, in my view, this is overvalued. The market price considered for this analysis is 434 rupees. Next is our calculation page. You can see two calculations I have made here. One is the Benjamin Graham formula. The formula is V is equal to EPS into 8.5 plus 2G into 4.4 divided by Y. The EPS, whatever the minimum of 26 we have taken here. G, the growth, we have considered 5 growth in our calculation. The minimum from that 5 growth is minus 27.5 I have taken in our calculation. Y is yield, that yield I have taken 10 here. Based on Benjamin Graham formula, the intrinsic value for the Glenmark is 92.6 rupees, whereas when we consider margin of safety, say 25% of margin of safety, the value for Glenmark is only 69 rupees. However, this formula is only suitable for US or other countries, for Indian share market we have to modify that PE ratio to suit the proper yield and then the other informations. Hence I had made intrinsic value calculation in our investor focus, in which you can see V is equal to EPS into P by E ratio plus 2G into 8.5Y. In this formula what I had modified, instead of 8.5 as a constant here in this formula, I have modified that as a PE ratio, because sector to sector this PE ratio value will vary. It will not be fixed to 8.5. If you see paper mill related companies, you could have seen somewhere PE ratio around 2, 3 like that. When it goes 8 for that companies, that is already maximum. So we cannot fix that 8.5 as a constant, hence I have modified that to PE ratio. So we can consider this is PE ratio based on the sectors. Then I have changed the Y, that Y they have considered around 4.4, we have considered 7, 10 or 12 according to the quality of the company. And then 8.5 I changed to, earlier it was 4.4 in this formula, I have changed it to 8.5 considering the Indian yield information. Now when we apply all this information in the single formula, we are getting 342.58 rupees as a intrinsic value. When we consider safety of margin 25%, the exact value where we can enter is 256 rupees. Further, in my view, I have made another calculation in the same way, but I have modified the PE ratio from 15.8 to 8, because I felt that 15.8 is overvalued. Considering the recent fall during COVID time, it touched down to 5, so possibly 8 also for me is okay. Considering that when I calculate, the intrinsic value is only 167 rupees. Considering margin of safety of 25%, the 125 rupees is the best entry point for long term investment, considering high debt ratio in this company. The positive point from my view, they are consistently making profit. However, we should not enter at high point. Finally, we will end up in averaging. We may not be able to make a profit in a longer term. So be cautious. Perform the similar intrinsic value for other companies before you enter or buy the shares in the current trend. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe our channel. Also share our channel information with your friends. Comments in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video.